Alright, I wanted to make one last, and I will make this one relatively short, guys. I wanted to show a much higher, harder base to attack. And I'm just going to kind of pick on one here. Let's look at Glenn's base quick. This is probably as good as any. Now this is Clan Wars. Let's just assume that his town hall isn't on the outside for whatever reason. That's obviously an easy pick-off. This particular base has lots and lots and lots of buildings on the outside in true farmer fashion. This is an easy 2-star base, guys. Between the town hall and the more than 50% of his stuff on the outside, this is a pretty quick and easy win like this. I would assume, because this is just preparation day, however, that he is going to change his base to something else. So let's just assume that his town hall's on the inside. Again, now if you pick from the outside with, say, archers from a distance, you're going to be able to get 50 or close to a 50 relatively easily without a ton of resistance. You're going to have some of these on the outside that are going to make a couple of pockets difficult. However, the rest of this should go pretty smooth and easy. You can see here there's a couple of obvious spots here where there's a hidden Tesla. It's really not that hidden. And again, on this side. And there's an obvious bomb or a trap here. I would assume it's either a giant bomb, or since he's left it open, there's some sort of a trap in here. And then, of course, here's another hidden Tesla, by the way. And then, of course, there's going to be some bombs and some other things around this outside. Don't ever assume that this town hall is going to be an easy take. He's going to have this thing booby-trapped to the teeth, I'm sure. But still, most people will concentrate on the town hall first. And you can, because then you have the troops to expel to get it. But considering this is Clan Wars, you don't just want the town hall. At a minimum, you want to try to 2-star a base. Now, notice that this particular base has much better air defenses. And it is very well air defended, actually. You have lots of archers and wizards, and he has made this very, very difficult to get into. Probably the weakest side to come in at for air defense would be on this particular side. However, all the way around, I think an air attack would be tough. You stand a better chance with this one with some sort of a ground attack. Personally, I'm thinking, a giant horde with a heavy dose of wizards would do really, really well here. Or you could make pretty quick work of this base with hogs. If you come in with a heavy hog attack, and you come in, down here or up here, you would do very, very well. You could even try to split the difference, but it's not always a very good thing to split up your hogs. But you could hit both sides at one time. The wizard towers here, again, like to make very tasty bacon of your hogs, so keep that in mind. He does have 3 stages of wizards through here. So if you wanted to try to make a bigger hole, you could enter with the hogs up here, and they would take out all of these defenses on their way over here. I don't know. For some reason, I like to at least take on a little bit of my stuff headlong. So I would dump my hogs all up here. So that way I took out these defenses, and it would kind of work its way out. And whether you're doing an all-hog attack here or you're putting in some supporting troops, whether it be archers, barbs, wizards, I personally would do archers or wizards. I'm a huge fan of my shooting troops, guys, and for good reason. They level up pretty quickly, but more importantly, they get over these walls. You have to carry less wall breakers that way, and wall breakers are 2 spaces apiece, and they can fill you up pretty quickly. So using archers or wizards as a backup supporting troop works really, really, really well. So there you have it, guys. I mean, here's some of them. You can look at, you could go even more extreme if you wanted. But that pretty much covers it. If you look at MP, I've already seen his base here, and I got to be honest with you, I'm impressed. He's got it leveled up really, really well. However, the balance on his base is just a little bit off. People hear me talk about the balance all the time. The thing is his air defense is so strung out that the only place that he has really good coverage is right in the center, which, to be honest with you, is the last place you need it. Although people would argue that it's well defended from air defense on all 3 sides, but it doesn't take much to get rid of those. They're kind of dangling out there. If you tossed in a couple of hogs, they would take these down very quickly, and then it's pretty prone and susceptible to some air defense, so to an air attack, I'm sorry. So if you had a half dozen piggies, you could drop 2 or 3 in each of these locations to help take down these air defenses, and then just release the beasts. If you threw dragons down on this base, you would do really, really well. You could start with your dragons down here with his outside town hall again. This is obviously a farming clan. But you have more than 50% on the outside with this base as it's set up right now. Again, this is a pretty easy 2-star. We are a farming clan, and so we know how to farm. We know how to 2-star bases like this. We do this every single day while we're farming. Getting inside to the resources, however, with any good farming base is more difficult. But this is Clan Wars. If they leave this base this way, this is an easy 2-star. You have the town hall outside, which, by the way, has Teslas behind it, so don't think this particular town hall is going to be an easy take. And it probably has one more just to the right side of this town hall, and it probably has bombs and traps all in front of it. So the only way that I would attack this particular one, or at least go after the town hall, would be with a few dragons, because they will attack that first, where the balloons will only go after the defenses. You could do half and half. You could send in a bunch of balloons if you wanted to, and then 2 or 3 dragons on the backside. But either way, from the ground or from the air, you could easily 2-star this base. Don't let its levels scare the crap out of you. You do need to be careful, and you need to be strategic. You need to think about the way you attack this base. If you blindly come at this base, it's not going to work out well for you. If you didn't notice that there's going to be 2 Teslas sitting back here, and that there's probably a Tesla just to its right side and some obvious bombs, you could honestly chew up all of your troops just trying to get that town hall. So be careful, guys. Be careful. But being able to spot this little stuff and taking a really good look at this base and being able to plan accordingly, you could easily 2-star this thing. You come at it blind, and you're going to lose. So again, guys, these videos are just to try to help you assess a base and what troops to use, how to attack, why, etc. And I hope these 3 videos have really helped you guys out. Again, this is Manifest. You guys are doing an absolute fantastic job, and thank you for everything.